morning, y'all. Day 41. Change of plans yet again. We looked at the elevation gain for the next 20-mile section, and it was the biggest elevation gain we'd seen so far in a 20-mile section. It's like 8,300 feet of climb. So we immediately set the logistical motion and managed to track down a shuttle and procure another room for this evening at the place. And we got a shuttle up to White Top Road, which is behind, well, White Top Mountain is behind us. We don't actually have to summit White Top, but we are slack packing yet again, and I am perfectly fine with that, back to Damascus. And instead of going 88 or 8,300 feet up, we're only going 5,200 feet up. So, much better, much better. Scenery's been really nice, but holy crap, it's probably the coldest it's been since the Smokies. So, once again, the weatherman have lied. So we're gonna keep moving and try and keep warm. 21 miles to go. Well, we just got a little trail magic from another Marine. There's a retired Command Sergeant Major out here through hiking and has had his former XO kind of pacing him on the trail doing support. And so we got a little trail magic. Had a group of Marines there, 4 of us. A couple of officers, a couple enlisted, but I still was the lowest ranking member. That's some BS, I tell you what. That's all right. I was the youngest ranking member too, so that's okay. Once again, taking our lives into our own hands. So scary. Gonna get run over. I'm not gonna fall off a mountain, I'm gonna get run over on a highway.
It is. That's what I'm with you on that. I love my well water.
One thing I love about this trail as a through hiker, you keep running back into people you met before. Everybody says, well, aren't you hiking all by yourself? Are there people out there? And it's not even just the tramley, you know, Pungo, Mogul, and Gigi. That's our tramley. But Silver's behind me somewhere. I just saw Doa this morning. I ran into Steak. I haven't seen Steak since, crying out loud, the North Carolina border. And by that I mean Georgia, North Carolina. It's wild. You think those people are ahead of you, or you're ahead of them. Gotta be days. You're never gonna see them again. Never. Like, we were told, I heard a rumor that Steak and Spirit and Spoon were like a week ahead at one point. Spirit's still ahead, but only by a couple of days. Like I said, I just saw Steak, and Spoon apparently is off trail, got hurt and had to get off. But This whole thing is just crazy. It's crazy to think that any of us are alone out here. And maybe someday, at some point in the hike, it gets more like that. But I guess I even find that kind of hard to believe. It'll thin out, but I don't imagine that you're ever going to stop running into somebody you saw somewhere near Amicalola. It's crazy. And just like that, I have arrived on the Virginia Creeper Trail. The Virginia Creeper is, I believe, about 34 miles, although the AT doesn't span the entire 34 miles, just a small section right here. But it is an old rails to trails path used pretty regularly for biking and walking. Pretty popular trail. I guess there's a lot of cycle races that run through here. So, pretty cool. Rails to trails definitely makes me feel like home, but being in this little canyon is nothing like back there. And after all that, we're back on the Virginia Creeper Trail. Huh. Guess we're gonna walk this for a minute back into town. And that's alright. That's pretty cool. Doesn't really show on the video, I'm guessing. Well, the day is over. We ended up over 21 miles again today. Makes 42 miles plus town miles in the last 2 days. We are shuttling back up to White Top in the morning. It's supposed to be nasty and rainy, but we're gonna keep pushing. We will be in Grayson Highlands before the end of the day. But we will probably be stopping somewhere around 10 miles so that hopefully Sunday we can get up and have some at least dry weather to check out the ponies that we'll hopefully see. Otherwise, my daughter Smackit may disown me. It was a good day. 21 miles. It wasn't terribly tough. Wasn't terribly exciting. I mean, you were there. A couple of views early, a couple of cool views along the river by the Virginia Creeper Trail. But really, I mean, it was just kind of a slog, and that's all right. Some days are like that. Our first full day in Virginia. It's pretty exciting. Gonna keep pushing. Wish you were here.